Hey, hello, I'm Tunesy, if you couldn't tell by the channel name, of course. Oh my goodness, guys. We're on day freaking 26. 25 has passed, and let's just say that one was freaking crazy. I almost gave up on this series again. So while I was exporting the file for 25, which was the Gypsy Rose one, um it told me that it lost all the files and I had to go and redo it. And so when I freaking went back into the editing space, like the timeline and stuff, all of it was red, and it said all of it was gone. I was like, "What do you mean?" And I started stressing out. I started tweaking out. I'm not even gonna lie. And I just clicked on it, and it just had me put all the files back on. What the heck? And then it just had me export it again. Like, that's so stupid. I hate this editing software. At the same time, I love it. I've been using it since day one, so it's okay. Um, I got the freaking hardest one out of the way. Gypsy Rose one, 25. Thank gosh, that one was 34 minutes long. I doubt anybody's gonna watch through that all, but it's cool. Um, Today's freaking state is Montana. Now, that's the one that's over here by my state. Also, I didn't I didn't introduce him to you guys, but I have a new member. His name is Chino. Um, yeah, Chino. I got him at school. Some guy asked me, well, on Thursday of last Thursday, um, some guy asked me, he's like, "What's your favorite pet?" I was like, raccoon or fox," and he just kind of made me a thing. And the first one popped. R.I.P. Chuno 1.0. And then I asked him if he could make me another one on Tuesday, I think, or Monday, and I got another one. It took me a lot of convincing, but yeah. Um, and yeah, today's song of the day is "Too Much Too Soon" by Green Day. The genre is punk rock and pop punk. Yeah, let's get freaking started right away. So originally I was gonna do a case that was based in that just happened like August 2025, but that was still an ongoing case, of course. So I decided not to because it's ongoing. Like the case hasn't closed yet. And yeah, it was about the owl shooting or something like that, owl bar shooting. But I did find something similar, which was the 2003 Ennis shooting. And yeah. On June 14th, 2003, George Harold Davis drank alone at the Silver Dollar Saloon Bar on Main Street in Ennis, Madison County, Montana. After buying multiple alcohol beverages and getting heavily intoxicated, Davis got more and more frustrated and was unable to pay for the drinks. Michael Carroll paid Davis tab, hoping he would leave. Davis left the bar and walked over to his car, a gold Ford Taurus, which was parked just outside. He retrieved a .45 semi-automatic pistol from the vehicle and then opened fire on people outside the bar. He seriously injured 6 people, including Carroll, and fatally shot Jamie Roberts. After the shooting, Davis fled the scene in his car and drove for nearly 200 miles toward Ravalli County, Montana. At around 8 a.m., Ravalli County Sheriff Deputy Bernie Elistad spotted Davis speeding on U.S. Highway 93. Elistad pulled over Davis, who immediately leaped out of his vehicle and opened fire on Elistad. Elistad returned fire, but was shot in the shoulder and became badly wounded. Davis was also hit in the abotomy during the brief shootout, but he managed to escape and speed away. Davis entered Muscogee County, Montana, where he encountered Muscogee County Sheriff Deputy David Conway and tried to run him off the road in a head-on collision. Conway dodged and avoided colliding with Davis and pursued him. Montana Highway Patrol Officer Jason Haldenstab also joined in the pursuit. Haldenstab took the lead and chased after Davis at speeds of 100 miles an hour. Davis drove towards the Idaho border in an attempt to lose the police. Haldenstab had not had time to fill up with gas for the day when he was called to respond.
That was going to be my first order of business, to go get my car filled up, and unknowing that I was going to be in a long, high-speed pursuit in a matter of minutes.
As Haldenstab approached Davis' car to potentially ran into him, Davis slammed on his brakes and Haldenstab's rear-ended the vehicle. Davis spun his vehicle around, exited his car, crouched behind his rear bumper, and opened fire on Haldenstab with his .45 semi-automatic pistol. Haldenstab returned fire from the rear of his patrol vehicle. Conway then arrived and opened fire with a 12-gauge shotgun. Upon Conway's arrival, Davis fled the scene. Haldenstab's patrol vehicle became disabled and began releasing smoke, as it had been badly shot up by Davis during the shootout. Haldenstab abandoned his car, and both he and Conway chased after Davis and Conway's patrol vehicle. Conway and Haldenstab pursued Davis westbound along U.S. Highway 12 toward the Idaho border. Stan Wiggins Sr. then was then informed by Conway to set up spike strips on the highway to stop Davis from escaping. Wiggins carried out the instruction, and Davis drove directly over the spike strips. His vehicle came to a stop, and Davis opened the door of his car. As he did, Conway accelerated his patrol vehicle towards Davis. Davis opened fire at the patrol vehicle as it approached him. Conway charged his vehicle at Davis at 60 miles an hour and rammed into the side of the car. Davis was injured and dropped his handgun during the collision, and Haldenstab broke his leg. Both Conway and Haldenstab survived, as did Davis. Davis was arrested by Conway and Wiggins, who rushed over to his car after the crash. Davis was too badly injured to resist arrest. When he was in custody, he casually asked Conway,
I don't know. Was it fun to you? What a rush, huh?
I wish you would have killed me.
Wish we would have killed you? Well,
Davis was arrested and sentenced to 11 life terms, the longest prison sentence in Montana state history. He will never be released from prison and is not eligible for parole. The reason for his rampage remains unclear. One possibility is because of a sudden medication withdrawal. Davis said he abruptly stopped taking the antidepressant drug Paxil in the days leading up to the shooting. His defense attorney, Ed Seehey Jr., argued that heavy drinking and withdrawals from the drug led to the initial shooting. But prosecutors argued that Davis was unrepentant for his crimes and was simply looking for excuses for his actions. Madison County Attorney Bob Zenker described Davis as evil, a racist, and a cop hater. He argued that Davis could not blame his crimes on medication and alcohol. Davis had no clear answer to why he carried out the rampage and claimed that he could not recall any of his actions on that specific day. He is currently imprisoned in Montana State Prison. Thank goodness this is a short one. Oh my god, I was about to stress the freak out if this one was long. My voice already freaking hurts. It still hurts because of the Gypsy Rose one, but only because I'm a busy bee tomorrow and I have stuff to do after school. So yeah, but that's the end of today's video. This one's short but sweet, short but great, short but crazy. And yeah, I'm surprised he's not getting out from that actually, because there's some cases that people get out for actual like second-degree murder and stuff like that. Which he did. He did bad. He shot multiple people. And I can't believe that they don't know why he did it. He just kind of did. I'm guessing. But yeah, tomorrow's day 27. We're almost at day 30, guys. Oh my god. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I sure did. Thank God it's not a long one. I think all my long ones are done. Um, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.